Drunkenly Educated is a show where we answer all your science questions. We are always drunk on this show, so don't take anything we say or do as fact or opinion. We are just graduate students who decided to start a podcast to pay off our student loans. It's just for fun. Now relax, grab a drink with us, and listen responsibly.
Cool. Black Lives Matter.
And they do.
Yeah, they do.
And on that note, welcome to Drunkenly Educated, the podcast where we get kind of blitzy and answer some science questions.
We're not going to get any more political than that. We're just going to say the one or two things.
I was already moving on.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Anthony No Laws Acuna.
And my name is Kate, concerned with social justice Sabra.
Oh,
and this is our podcast.
You went back to it.
I don't know. I wanted to circle.
At least circle at the end. You're gonna make all these loops.
We're doing many loops.
Mm-hmm. We're at the end of quarantine, guys, and it's a wild time. No one knows what to do. Are we
at the end of quarantine?
Yeah, things open up next week.
I can't wait.
Or when this episode airs, things will have opened up. I would have gotten a haircut, and that's really exciting.
I thought about cutting my hair last night.
You should have done it.
I really should have, because now I have to wait until tomorrow to cut it.
You still should have cut. I should have cut mine. I should have just shaved it all off.
You're not shaving your head. I'm telling you, you're going to look like a freaking Eggman.
Why does everyone that cares about me tell me not to do it?
Because we care about you.
But how's everyone else doing? How's the world?
How are you guys feeling?
I know things aren't going the best things right now with the whole social justice thing.
Things aren't going the best things.
They're not doing the best. The world isn't doing its best.
The world is kind of like simultaneously on fire and then like drowning.
I feel that. We've already had fires this year though, so
like wildfires.
Yeah, the whole.
Or are we talking like people setting target on fires?
Like actual wildfires, like what was happening in January.
We were having wildfires in January.
Wasn't all of Australia on fire?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, don't worry. Next will be floods.
Because that's what the Bible says.
Yes, and then locusts and frogs.
Ooh, could be fun. There is a gal in Derry, Ireland, who is growing 57,000 tadpoles in a pond right now. So what happens when those tadpoles grow up to be frogs? That's like, for every 3 people in Ireland, you got 1 frog.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Sounds kind of fun.
Yay, we're at the apocalypse now. It's a wonderful time. Do you have any lighthearted science news that's not about the world ending?
Some lighthearted science news for you, my guy. It's about babies.
Give it to me.
Babies are a sign of new life, you know?
Yeah.
And what wonder is there of bringing new genetic material into this earth? All right.
Ew.
So, this news is that babies, as we all know, they react to what we do. Mm-hmm. They're constantly learning. But babies also can recognize when you're imitating them. And they like it.
Oh, no. Babies have kinks.
Ew.
They like it.
I know they like it, but don't make it something that it's not.
But they don't like it.
Anyway, so if you're in front of a baby and you're mimicking them exactly, like all their movements and their facial expressions, then they're more likely to want to play a game with you and like have some fun. But if you only mimic their movements and have a completely blank face, the babies, they don't like that.
So
the babies don't like you.
Babies just like smiles. I feel like most people like smiles.
Yeah, babies like smiles. Babies like when you affirm them because they're babies. I like when people affirm me.
Because you're a baby.
So that's some good news. In the midst of all of the bad, there are small, chubby children out there who just want to be smiled at. I'll smile at you. Oh, no, that sounds bad.
Yeah, I'll smile at all you babies.
Whoa. Anyway.
There's also... We had an attempted space shuttle launch this last week. And by the time this episode up, hopefully the retry would be all good. We would have 2 new people up in the space station up there.
So what happened with the failed space launch?
I don't know. I was in a meeting when it was going on, so I didn't get to watch it.
That's kind of a rhetorical question. I know what happened.
What the fuck happened?
Wow, they were about to launch, and then there was a bunch of lightning. And they were like, this is too dangerous, and they stopped, which is good, because lightning hitting a space shuttle.
Oh, yeah. I saw a lot of people bummed out about it on Twitter and shit. I'm like, why are you...
So dumb. I saw so many people being excited about it. Like, the space shuttle launch.
Yeah, but like...
Okay, there's literally an international pandemic happening. And we're all so stoked about sending people into space, which I guess is kind of what happened in the Cold War.
We gotta take any victory we can during these times.
I wish it wasn't space victory, though. Why can't we just leave space alone? She's doing so great.
We're trying to leave this planet to go somewhere else.
I'm not trying to leave this planet.
Well, us as a species are. We're not trying to go live on Mars because this planet's obviously trying to kill us.
We are killing the planet, and she doesn't like it.
Yes, and therefore she's trying to kill us with her viruses and stuff. So we're eating ourselves out of here.
I love Earth. Earth is so cool. Like the view that I have right now, impeccable.
I have a wall.
Oh. And like everything is so good. Why would we want to leave this planet with so much water and green? Like there's no possible way that we could get anywhere else that looks like that.
I mean, but we also kind of irreversibly damaged the atmosphere to the point where it might not be sustainable for much longer.
Well, I hope all the old people die so that we can make
Stop saying old people. This is the first time you said old people should die.
I'm sorry. I'm deeply rooted in ageism. I want everyone to live because I value all human life. But also, I just wish that people were more progressive in they believe.
Listen to science, people, please. New Zealand can do it.
Listen to science and not Oompa Loompas.
I saw a thing on Twitter the other day. It was like this New Zealand woman was like flexing on everyone. It was like, everything's open now because my government listens to science. Because New Zealand is basically free of coronavirus now. Mm-hmm. And it was just the biggest flex that you could honestly have this entire year.
I wish I want to go to New Zealand. I had a friend who drove around in a car with a friend in New Zealand. She's from Germany for like a month and a half. And they just like lived out of their car. Incredible. That's all I want.
That sounds fun. You could go see all the Lord of the Rings stuff too.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about that. I more care about gorgeous.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings? It's gorgeous.
I watched The Hobbit, maybe.
It's okay. I haven't even seen the Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh, you hypocrite.
I know.
You hippo.
I should probably do that. I have so much time. I'll do that tomorrow. That's my plan. I'll watch all of them.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, you don't have time. We have commitments.
Tomorrow? Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Because everyone's defending. Congratulations that everyone
is giving their dissertation presentations. And that's so exciting because, like, that's the pinnacle. It's the coolest day of your life.
No more school.
You never get married or have children. And I guess it might still be the coolest day of your life. So exciting.
Yeah. Congratulations to everyone who, like, class of 2020, everyone who graduated, who didn't get us like a commencement ceremony, everyone who's defending their either master's or PhD. Big shout out to all of you.
Because you did work. Even the people that are graduating from like high school and undergrad, like you guys, good job.
Yeah. New PhD candidates, new people getting into schools and shit. You guys are like, even during this whole pandemic, you guys are still getting work done. We're not, but you guys are. And you guys are amazing for it. We should go into questions, but first I need to pee. Okay. I'll be back. I left my White Claw in the bathroom.
What? Go to the bathroom, get your White Claw.
Question time. I'm back from my pee. Identify 3 different ways in which you can conserve energy. This was asked by Tamara, and she needs answers fast.
Okay, well, I got him. You can take shorter showers. You can take colder showers. I'm going to leave that with the shower thing. You can drive an electric car. And you can put solar panels on your house.
I like it. I like it.
All right. You go. 1.
Wait, is it like
Three.
energy or like personal energy?
Just personal energy. Think the environmental science class.
Fine, saving the environment. 1, go vegan. Save energy. Grow a lot of moss and sugarcane.
Okay.
And then kill a person.
That checks out. I'm concerned that that's what you remember from his class.
If there's less people on the world, then we'll have more energy for everyone.
It's true. Do you ever think about, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but we can come back to
That's what the show is, girl. We could do with that. We're the hosts. We run this shit.
We are the hoes that run this bitch. So, do you ever think about the fact that, like, it would be better for the planet if you didn't have any children?
Yeah. I know a lot of scientists who, like, are not having children because of that reason.
Yeah. But also, I don't know. Like, that's an interesting thought question. Like, as scientists, we know that it's important for the population of the Earth to be lower in order to, like, be sustainable, or like major systemic changes have to be made. So knowing that, is it our responsibility to, like, not contribute to the overpopulation of the Earth?
A little bit. But also I feel like in households where it's like, I mean, people used to have large families because of like farming households. You have more free labor to work on your farm. But now that we're away of that, households have gotten smaller, and our population still isn't decreasing.
No, it's increasing at a lower rate than it was before, but it's still increasing. And like, that's just not, like, we're
gonna run out of room.
Sustain that. Yeah. Unless we all go vegan, which in case we can add another 2 million.
I could try going vegan again.
I would really like that, because I would like to have children, I think.
Oh. I guess me being vegan means Kate gets to have kids.
No, but do you ever think about that?
Yeah,
in terms of energy saving, like, okay, I have a slightly electric car, so maybe I can take a longer shower, or I'm vegan. So
but you also can't think about it like that. Like,
I know, because like, there are people out there who don't think about this stuff at all. So maybe my decisions that I make that are better for the planet are just canceling out their really bad decisions.
Yeah. You can't have your own decisions cancel out your other decisions.
Ugh, that's so unfortunate.
I know. You have to pick up for the rest of the world's slack.
Which I don't have a problem doing, because, like, honestly, it's easy at this point to be vegan. Every once in a while, I eat a shrimp, but other than that, like,
you know how harmful the shrimp industry is to the environment?
Is it really?
No, it's not.
I really like shrimp fajitas.
Shrimp vaginas.
But like, on some level, I really want my decisions to cancel each other out so that, like, I'm at zero. But also, I feel a sense of obligation to cancel out other people's decisions. It's like people that are still consuming red meat for every meal. That's bad. Like, there's so much science that says that cow farming is one of the most carbon intensive processes like that happen. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just adopt.
Yeah, you could do that. There's a lot of kids who need families out there.
Yeah, but also, I think that a little me baby would be really awful, but really fun.
No.
Can you imagine little Kate?
Yeah,
you're gonna have so much fun with my children.
I get to.
I love them.
I'm gonna corrupt them.
No, I do that.
Oh, okay. I'll teach them all the cool shit. You give them all the mental instabilities, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so conserving energy is really important, especially as scientists, because we know what the frick is going on. So just like be conscious of the decisions that you're making energy-wise.
It's not hard to, you just have to give up some luxuries. Actually, not even luxuries.
It's just things that we take for granted.
You just got to think about things like,
yeah,
just unplug your microwave. Like, that will be a huge thing on saving energy.
So true. I never think about that. Like, if you just unplug the things that you're not using.
Yeah. Like, the microwave is like aside from a refrigerator, is one of the largest uses of energy in your kitchen. It's always on. It always tells the time, and like unless you're like using it constantly, like it just sucks up a bunch of energy.
That's crazy.
Turn off lights and shit. I don't know. Open windows. Don't use centralized air conditioning.
Gosh, the earth is so, I'm not going to say the earth because there are places that are disparatively less advantaged than we are. Makes sense, but I'm just going to roll with it. But like the things that we take for granted, like central air and heating during the winter, those are some really energy intensive things. If it's cold outside, and by cold, I mean like 40 something degrees, which isn't cold.
That's California cold.
Yeah, like low 50s is California. But like you turn on your heater and that every single action that we have has environmental and just like earth consequences.
But also there's like huge corporations that are just destroying our environment. I mean, we could do our part, but it's more of a legislation thing.
Sorry, we're spending a lot of time on this question, but it's a really good one.
We took a class on it, and now we're all like,
we know shit.
We're all woke.
I just read an article about this organization in the UK that is like there to help people from ages like 13 to 19 become more educated in environmental issues and more empowered to speak up to their legislators about it. Yes. And their long-term goals are to get like young people, like really young people, like these teenagers into positions where they have an effect on legislation about environmental stuff. Because if you think about it, like the young people are the ones that care the most about what's happening to the earth right now, because we're the ones that it's going to affect.
Yeah, we're still living here.
I know, but like, just think about it. Why are the people who have power to make change so goddamn old?
Because it takes time to get that power.
I'm aware. To be in a position of power, you should be educated about things that are happening in the world. And who is better versed in the injustices and the things that we see than us? Who's more passionate about changing things than the younger generations? Old people are really comfortable. You know, they're like, this is the way that it's always been.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we have it this way now? But it just can't work like that. So this organization is working to get kids into positions where they can have an effect on legislation.
I think they will. They will get people in legislation. I think it'll just take time, though, because that's kind of how like our current system works. Like it takes a long ass time for a generation to move up that ladder.
But by the time the generation moves up the ladder, the issues are already dated.
Yes.
I don't know.
And that's kind of the
it just seems like a flaw in the system.
Yeah.
And we just said that at the same time.
Yep. Let's all fight it.
So I propose that we move to a different country.
How about a different planet? Or at least a different question.
Okay.
Because it's been, we've spent a hot minute on this.
Well, it's an important question.
It's a very, it is.
What herbivore would make a scary predator? For some reason, the idea of a horse hunting for meat haunts me. Ooh. What other grass-eating animal twisted to consume meat most terrifies you?
Horses? Yes. Very terrifying. Shouldn't be exist.
That's scary.
Horses should not exist. Neither should... What do horses do, Kate? Nothing.
We ride them.
Is that why they were made?
No, they were made to roam the grassy plains, but we domesticated them.
I feel like goats would be terrifying.
Goats are omnivorous. Goats will eat literally
anything you put in front of them. That's terrifying.
Goats will eat anything.
That's terrifying. So I could like go to a farm and see a goat covered in blood after it just ate a thing. That's okay. That's a new nightmare I'm going to have. I'm trying to think of other herbivores. There's cows. Cows wouldn't be that menacing. Bunnies would be pretty bad. I'm trying to think of other herbivores, but they're just...
Giraffes. Giraffes would be so scary. Can you imagine?
A crane just comes down and just...
You're just chilling in the African savannah. All of a sudden, a massive motherfucker comes up and tries to chomp your head off.
Oh, what about an elephant?
Are elephants not omnivores?
No, they're not.
I'm going to look that up because I don't believe
I'm
you.
pretty sure elephants are herbivores.
Elephants eat grass.
Thank you. Yeah. So imagine like an elephant just grabs you in its tusks and just like eats you like a chicken leg.
My God. Actually, elephants, I think, might be the scariest thing.
I don't know. Still horses.
No.
Listen,
Listen to me.
I just
If
don't
you're
like-
going to go the horses route, giraffes are horses with long necks.
Yeah.
I stand by that noise.
That's a very convincing noise. But I don't know. I feel like giraffes make more sense as like a species to exist. Horses just don't. I don't get
Horses are more normal than giraffes, my guy.
Yes, but giraffes look more normal than horses to me. at least.
No. In what universe? Horses have short necks and giraffes have these like pipes.
Yes, but they're like all of them, like every part of them is long, like long boy. And then like horses are like thick chonk on stilts.
All right. We can agree to disagree on this one because I am terrified. Actually, I'm also terrified of horses, but I'm more terrified of giraffes.
How do I die? How do you die in a tsunami? Tsunami. Yeah, tsunami. How do you die?
Big
It's
ol'
just-
water.
It's just water. You can swim.
Yeah, the water gets inside your house. You're sleeping. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Flood, flood, flood. The water covers your bed. Goes up to the ceiling. You're dead.
I feel like you would wake up at some point in there. And don't rooms have windows?
I don't know. I've never been in a room before.
Oh, I forgot you live outside always.
Anyway, so you just die. Also, like, I feel like tsunamis can blow things around. And what if they
So
blow?
tsunamis are blowing stuff now with their air?
Well, tsunamis are. Oh, that's a hurricane. Is a
Yeah.
tsunami a big old wave?
It's a big old wave. Yeah.
So you're surfing. You're
You're
just like out there on the waves.
Yeah, big
Just
one.
like shredding the gnar.
The big one that El Kahuna warned you about to not
Yeah.
do, but then you're doing
And
it.
you went out and you're like, I'm going to catch the sick barrel. And then, whoosh.
Do you think they
you're
can tell
dead.
that we don't surf?
I said a lot of surfing terms right there. I can't swim.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I grew up in Hickville. I didn't need to know how to swim.
Oh,
I just needed to know how to lasso a cow
oh,
and line dance.
ew.
I don't own a pair of cowboy boots, you guys. I just really need you to know that about me.
You're lying.
I don't own them, but I do fit into Kimberly's.
I own a pair of cowboy boots. They're
Do
red.
you really?
They're red.
Oh
And
my gosh. Okay, Ted Mosby.
yep, bought them for exactly that bit. But I could pull them off.
No, you fucking can't.
Yes, I could pull off anything.
No, you can't.
Yes.
You can't pull off red cowboy boots.
Yes, I can.
Next question.
We're not even done with this one. You didn't answer it.
I did. I said you could drown. You're surfing.
But can't you
Pummeled
just
by the big old
you
wave.
could just swim. You'll be fine.
I would not be fine.
You would not be fine. I would be fine.
Okay, fine.
But I feel like people die from other things in a tsunami.
Like what?
I don't know. Things in the water? What if there's sharks in the tsunami?
You're ridiculous. We're done with this question. The only way you could die in a tsunami is if, like, your house got taken down, you got knocked unconscious, you drown, you're surfing on these big old waves because you're like, this is the sickest surf of my life.
Okay, we're
Fucking
done. Yeah, I can't.
And you drown.
You just gave me a shakabra and I can't.
Shakabra. Is it worse to get stung by a jellyfish or stingray?
Well, I've actually been stung by both of these.
Have you really?
Yeah,
You are uniquely qualified to answer this
I
question.
know. I got stung by a stingray when I was surfing in my local beach. And then I got stung by a jellyfish while I was scuba diving in Jamaica, or off the Florida Keys, I guess. The one that hurt the most was a stingray, just because it kind of hit the bone a little bit too. But
Oof.
and that one's not as fun as to cure up. For those of you who don't know, to kind of cure both, or to cure jellyfish stings, you gotta
You
pee
gotta
on
have
your.
someone piss on you.
Yeah, you gotta pee, or you could pee on yourself
Did you pee on yourself?
Yes, I peed on myself.
Oh my gosh, that's iconic.
Yeah, it was a fun
As a
time.
woman, I would never be able to pee on myself.
I guess it's easier.
What if I got stuck on my arm, like on my shoulder?
You could pee in a cup, Kate, and then pour the pee on yourself.
I didn't even consider that.
Because I got the jellyfish sting on my back.
Just like point it around.
Yeah, just do a handstand and just kind of like hope it goes down the back. And
anyway, so what do you do for a stingray sting?
You have to put the sting in like hot, near boiling water. It coagulates the venom from the stingray, and it allows you to like pop it like a pimple.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And they kind of hurt a lot more. Stingrays are just kind of, or jellyfish are just kind of like, it's an abrasion almost.
Yeah.
Stingrays, you're getting stabbed. That's what they do. They just stab you.
That's whack. My freshman year of my undergrad, there was a gal who went out into the ocean, and like, it was probably Ocean Beach here in San Diego. And she got stung by a stingray, and she like couldn't walk on her feet for a month.
Oh yeah, no.
She got stuck. She like stepped on it.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
That terrifies me. And people are always like, drag your feet when you go out into the ocean. Mm-hmm. But I'm a little bitch, and I can't get into the ocean slowly. I have to run. So it's a constant battle between, do I want to get stung by a stingray?
Allow me to like, just remind me to never go.
Be a little bitch.
Allow me to like, remind me to never go to the beach with you, because like when you don't
fun.
You don't know how to swim. You're just gonna run in there, probably get stung by a freaking stingray. You don't know how to
drown.
fight. Yeah, you drown. You don't know how to fight off sharks.
No, I know now. You punch them in the nose.
Yeah, a big old boop. Talked about this last episode. But also, then again, jellyfish sting. There are jellyfish stings that can kill you.
Yes.
I don't think there's like a poison strong enough for a stingray to kill you.
Really?
No, not from the venom, or the venom that they inject into you.
Did you know that there are people that swim from Ireland to England, like not England, but Scotland,
like through the English Channel?
Yeah. They just like swim across it, and that thing is massive, and it's filled with jellyfish.
Yep.
That's metal. That's the most metal thing that I can think of.
I mean, they're jellyfish are weird things. You really have to like not be paying attention to swim through them, because they don't move.
They go like this.
Yeah. Again, you're doing audio, your visual things in an audio platform.
I don't need them to see. I need you to see.
Okay, cool. She did the whooshy thing of the jellyfish, like this movement. Yeah, everyone can see it now.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. Which would you rather be stung by?
I have literally nothing bad has ever happened to me in my entire life, except for like my nut allergy. That's the only time that I felt like I'm going to die, because like I was dying. So I just don't know.
You might have to go to the marine bio department and just like have you play around with some things then.
I'm gonna take a hard pass on that. Thanks.
Oh, you don't want to get stung by jellyfish?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Or stingray? That's how Steve Irwin went.
Stingrays always look like they're smiling.
They're very happy boys.
Yeah.
Unless you step on them, then they're mad.
Well, I'd be mad too if someone stepped on me.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I was gonna go into a weird direction of being stepped on, but
I'm gonna veto that.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
You got one last question for me?
What's the most powerful object in the universe?
This bitch.
This bitch?
Powerful object in the universe?
Aside from you, what's the second most powerful object in the universe?
Love.
Oh gosh, okay, we're done.
Okay. No. I amend my answer. Gravity's pretty powerful because it keeps planets orbiting around the sun.
Gravity ain't got shit on birds.
Did you just say gravity doesn't got shit on birds?
Yeah.
We're just like not even going to acknowledge that comment. So gravity keeps things orbiting around each other, like our moon around us around the sun in our entire goddamn galaxy. What else is stronger than that? I feel like probably dark matter is pretty strong.
I don't think people know what dark matter do.
Okay, we can leave that out. It's a little bit niche. I don't really care about big old universe stuff. I just like the basics.
I like to think of the stuff. Yeah, I like going in small. Like what affects us?
Yeah, because like black holes don't really affect us. Black holes are probably like those are some energy suckers.
Yeah, but aren't those like concentrated energy or gravity?
Yeah, it's basically just big old gravity hole. So maybe gravity, because it keeps us tethered to this funny little green blue planet that's whirling around at 10,000 miles per hour.
But isn't gravity's a function of mass though?
Yeah, 9.8 meters per second.
Well, that's our gravity.
Oh. Is gravity a function of mass?
Yeah.
Because there was nowhere in that unit that had mass. Gravity is a speed.
Well, it was 9.8 meters per second squared. Somewhere in there is velocity, and therefore you have a mass.
Okay. I believe you. I don't understand physics.
Neither do I. But I just know like the bigger the boy is or the denser the boy is, the more mass, the more gravity it got.
That's true because, I can't think of any gravity equations right now.
We're bad physicists, Kate.
We're not physicists.
We're just very bad. We should have a physicist on this show.
That'd be fun. I like physics.
But how often do you talk?
Don't.
No, you don't.
I hate physics.
Yeah. How often do you talk to a physicist?
I have met I have never met a physicist.
Neither have I. They don't get out much or at all. But yeah, if you're a physicist, just shoot us a DM and maybe you'll be on the show. We'll have you answer all the physics questions, teach us physics. We'll get to know you. We'll get drunk.
We're looking forward to it.
Because we're alcoholics, but this is it.
Anyway, you guys, we're at the end of the show.
Congratulations. You listened to us talk for 30 minutes.
You made it.
You survived. I don't know why you keep coming back, but you did it.
It's because you think that we're pretty.
Oh, you don't even know. Well, they do know what we look like now.
Well, we can just pretend like they don't.
I hate that they know what we look like.
Yep.
We should have kept the show anonymous so people like in our careers don't know who we are.
Yep, for sure. But it's too late for that. So here we are.
Yeah, here we are at the end of the show. Thank you guys, or already said thank you. I'm gonna say it again. Thank you for listening to Drunkenly Educated. You guys have been an amazing audience. Hope you're doing all well out there. The next episode that's gonna come out will be on June 15th, right after Flag Day.
Ooh.
The second biggest holiday in the world.
Yes, because everyone has a flag.
Yeah.
If you like the show, you should give us a follow on literally pretty much every single social media platform. And if you have a science question that you are just begging to be answered, then DM us. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah. Also, we have a YouTube now, so I'm gonna just turn into a YouTuber now. Like, smash that subscribe button and click that bell.
I'm deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah, I felt wrong saying that. But yeah, we have a YouTube now. We're gonna post basically these episodes on there as well. If you already have a preferred platform, just stick with that. You'll be good. If you're on iTunes or Spotify, just leave us a review. We like to know how we're doing, feedback, and it lets other people kind of find the show a little bit easier. Just more people talking about it.
And if you like us, tell your friends. Maybe don't tell your parents because they probably won't like us. Your grandparents definitely won't like us.
No, parents fucking love me.
Do parents fuck with you?
Parents fuck with me all the time.
Parents also fuck with me.
So yeah, tell your parents.
Tell your parents.
So we could fuck with them.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thanks again for listening to the show. And we're deeply, deeply sorry for fucking with your parents.
Oh.
You want to read the last question?
Theoretically, could the Earth's rate of rotation be changed by strapping a huge ass rocket to the side of it and just firing it?
Let that sit with you these upcoming 2 weeks before we release the next episode. And if you have an opinion on what the answer could be, Send it to us.
Yeah.
We'd like to know.
And give it to your parents because we fuck with them now.
All right. Stay safe, kids.
Yep, and the parents.
And the parents.
And the parent, yeah.
Bye.
Weird. Bye.